Hello, YouTube. It's Nikhil Roby Coleman. I'm with Tempo Financing, and on this channel, we teach you guys how to get rid of debt. Today is going to be an interesting topic, a topic uh, that's been going on that I've been hearing about a lot, uh, pertaining to my videos. And the question is, people want to know, how does the mortgage loan works and how does it operate? Um, it is a kind of a mystery to some people that's not educated to this method, which is the amortized schedule. Um, and so today we're going to break that down. Whoever have existing mortgages or about to get into existing mortgage, look at this video. If you're someone that wants to get into a home, look at this video because this video is very educational. You shall gain knowledge and some wisdom from this video. So really pay attention. And if you have to replay this video, do as you will. That's the beautiful thing about living in today's world, Generation X. We can stop, fast forward, we can rewind. So with further ado, let's get into how mortgage loans work. Okay, it's been a big debacle of how these mortgage loans work, and I'm here to tell you guys the truth. The truth of the matter is you are professionally being scammed. And it's happening right in front of your face. You don't see it. It's invisible. And they doing it through optical illusion with numbers, and you just don't see it if you don't have the trained eye. So, with that being said, the question is, how does mortgage loans work? First off, a mortgage loan is on a amortized schedule. An amortized schedule. What is that? An amortized schedule is a set payment that you pay on your mortgage from year 1 all the way to year 30. That is how a amortized schedule will work. So from year 1 all the way to year 30, there's a specific payment that you have to pay. It's on a fixed schedule, and you pay that interest payment every single month, right? That's what a mortgage loan is. It's on a amortized schedule. It has a interest rate of a of a specific interest rate, and you take that interest rate from year 1 all the way to year 30. That is how a mortgage loan works in, you know, in a whole picture. So, but I got an example that I have, and I want to show you a deep dive. Let's go into a deep dive and really see what's really going on with your mortgage, or if you're about to get into a mortgage, we can talk about what's about to happen to you, right? So this is a fun topic. I love speaking on this topic. I have got enough demand from the people to ask this question. So now we're about to get to it. So let's get to it. The first thing first, when you have an existing mortgage or you're about to get into a mortgage, look at your closing documents. And when you look at your closing documents, go all the way to the last page. Go to the last page, stroll down to the bottom. It's either the last page or the page before the last page. You go all the way to that last page and you stroll to the bottom. And you go to the total interest percentage, which is TIP. When you go to your closing documents, it basically have all those sheets of paper of clauses and all type of stuff that you have in your mortgage clauses. But the main important part is this part right here. You go to the last page, you go to your total interest percentage, and it's going to tell you what you truly paying in interest. This is why you're being scammed. This is why you're being professionally scammed from a sense of documentation. You're being scammed from a sense of default language. You're being scammed. This is how they are getting you. And now it's time to wake up and understand how these mortgage loans work and why it is not good to do a mortgage. Mortgages are not good. So for this example, right, we have a 7% interest. When you see 7% interest, well, right now the going rate on interest right now for a mortgage is between 6 to 8%, somewhere in that range, just to give myself some leeway. But this is the kicker. A mortgage and its interest percentage, right? That number that you see, that's truly not the number. That's not the true number of what you're paying in total interest, right? In total interest percentage, that's not what it is. That's not your number. I'm going to show you what your number is. When you calculate a mortgage, a home mortgage interest percentage, you must do this. You must go, in this case, it's 7 times 2, right, is 14. And then guess what? You add a 0. This is what you're truly paying in interest payments. In total interest percentage. Your total interest percentage is 140%. It's not 7. They want you to think that it's 7 because they know once you see that low number, they know automatically we got them. And now you just became a sucker to the banks. You just became a lame duck. You just became a sucker to the system. They're laughing at you. They literally laughing at you like, we got one. We got another one. We have another one. We have another one on the list. We got him. He's seen that 7%, right? He's seen that 7%, and immediately after he's seen that 7%, he's seen that payment for that 7%. We got him. We got one, guys. And guess what they do when you leave the bank? They give you a sucker, a dum-dum. They give you a dum-dum stick because they know they got you. They know they got you. So that's why they give out suckers at the bank. You think they're giving it out for your health? Think they're giving it out because they want you to have some candy? No. You're a sucker. You became a dum-dum. So they give you a dum-dum sucker. Right? They give you a dum-dum sucker to let you know that you're dumb. Not me saying it. That's what they are saying. I know that you are smarter than that. I know that you are way smarter than that. But in this case, they got you. They suckered you to believing that this 7% is truly 7%. But I'm here to tell you and wake you up that no, that 7% is 140% in total interest paid. If you don't believe me, take your mortgage documents right now. Go to the end of your mortgage documents, your closing documents. Go to the last page or the page before the last. Stroll down and see the total interest paid, which is the total interest percentage. Go take a look. I can't lie to you. This is my passion. This is what I love to do, right? This is like not a job to me. This is what I love to do. I love helping people with their finances and to acquire financial freedom. So hold me to my word and go check that out when you have a chance, please. Um, so whatever number interest that you have, right? If it's 5%, times it by two, add a zero. That'll be 100% interest for your true total interest percentage for your mortgage loan. If it's a 4%, you're not paying 4%. Truly, you actually paying 80% total interest percentage. So that is the true. This is your true interest percentage that you are paying on your mortgage loan. Now, let's go deeper into that. Let's go deeper. Let's take a deeper dive. Let's say you have a $400,000 home with a 7% interest on 30 years. We already know that this seven really ain't seven. This seven is really 140%. That's what it really is. But they tell you seven. They hide it. They have a. I gotta give props to whoever made amortizing schedule. They know how to hide numbers under numbers, so they hid it with uh, a single digit number, only to cover up this triple digit number, right? But we are here to wake you up to show you how it is. And by the way, you can download any mortgage calculator um, uh, to see the total interest percentage. If you don't believe me, download a mortgage calculator and it'll show you the total interest percentage of a mortgage loan. So that's another way too. So you can actually go to your mortgage and you can download a mortgage calculator and it'll show you that as well. Okay. Uh, so for this example, we have a $400,000 home, right? And you're paying a 7% interest for 30 years, right? When you do the calculation on total interest alone, this is not including taxes and this is not including insurance for this home. That's not including this either. Total interest alone, you paying $558,035.59 for a $400,000 home in interest alone. Alone. This is not including the house, the cost of the house. This is just interest alone. That's how much money you're paying to the banks. Interest equals banks money. Total payments. You paying a healthy $958,035.59. Now tell me that ain't a scam. Tell me that they ain't professionally stealing money away from you. And I'll wait. Okay. This is not good for the consumer. This is not good for the person that's carrying this loan. So don't sit here and tell me that a HELOC, right? A HELOC is worse than a loan. No, that's not true. Don't tell me a HELOC is a scam. That's a lie. This is a scam. I'm paying basically over $550,000 in interest alone for a $400,000 house. And after 30 years, after I'm totally paid up on it, I am at over $950,000 for a $400,000 home. I just paid an extra $550,000 for a $400,000 home. I just bought the bank a house and I just bought myself a house in 30 years. Let's take a deeper look. Let's take a deeper look. Let's go deeper into it. Your mortgage payment is $2,661.21. I'm gonna repeat that. Your mortgage payment is $2,661.21. Okay, now remember, with a mortgage on the amortized schedule, they split the payments between interest, which is the bank's money, and principal, which is the debt that you have with the loan. So, with that being said, $2,333.33 goes to the bank's pocket with the mortgage payment that you pay in only $327.88 goes towards the $400,000 each month. So basically, you're thinking that most of the whole payment, your mortgage payment, is going towards the $400,000, but it's not. Only a small chunk is going towards the $400,000. The rest of it is going inside the bank's pocket. That's why it takes so long for you to pay off a $400,000 house. That's why it takes 30 years for you to pay off a home. It takes that long because this is what they're doing. Basically the whole mortgage payment is going towards the bank's in the bank's pocket. It only not even 330,000. I mean, not even but not even $330 is going towards the debt, the actual principal, which is the debt of the home. So that's why when you get 5 years down the line, right? You get 5 years down the line from the home, right? You notice that you ain't really making no improvements. Like the debt is not dropping fast enough. And here that you have it, you've been paying over $2,600 a month, thinking that most of the whole $2,600 is going towards the principal, which is the debt of the home, and it's not. So that's why I'm here to wake you up. That whole payment is not going towards the debt of the home, or not even most of it is going towards the debt of the home. It's going to the bank's pocket, and the bank only put in a little chunk of money towards the principal of the home, which is the debt of the home. That's why it takes 30 years. You don't see true improvement until after 20 years. And that's what I have right here. So let's take another deeper look. Why is it like that? Right? Why? Nikhil, why is it like that? Why is only $327.88 going towards the $400 and the rest of the payment, which is $2,333, is going to the bank's pocket? Why? Why? Is because they're trying to double their money. Remember, I told you the banks are not your friend. They're trying to double their money. That's why they're putting most of the money in their pocket, right? So now let's take a deeper look. Here goes my explanation to that. After 20 years, this payment situation flips. After 20 years, this flips. But by that time, the banks already have their money. They only care about their risk that they're taking on you when it comes to the mortgage. So they making sure that, okay, we need our money back, right? We loaned this much money out, we need our money back. And so this is partly of what they do. There's more. This is partly of what they do. So that's why I put after 20 years, right? After 20 years, this, right, becomes this right here, the interest that was the interest becomes the principal, and the principal becomes the interest as far as the payment. So this will come up here, it will flip after 20 years. After 20 years. So if you're just 30 years old right now, basically when you're 50 years old, you will finally see some type of improvement on paying the mortgage on your home, of showing some type of improvement going towards $400,000 after 20 years. Come on, like, let's be serious. But y'all say a mortgage is the way to go. A mortgage is not a way to go. This is not the way to go. This The terrible way to go. They're taking up your time. They're taking up your money. That's almost everything, right? We have a family to feed, right? We have things to do, right? So this is what's happening to you when it comes to the mortgage payment, a deeper dive, right? This is a deeper dive to the payment. This is what's going on to the payment. Remember, this is an amortized schedule, and with an amortized schedule, they split your payments. Interest, principal. What is interest? Interest is the bank money. What is principal? Principal is the debt of what you borrowed. That's the debt. And only for the principal, $327. For the bank pocket, for the bank's pocket, $2,333. $2,333.33. That's, you might as well get that money right there. You might as well get that money and just throw it out the window, because it's going to the bank. You might as well give that money. You might every month you might as well just give that money to somebody that needs it. You might as well just go down on Skid Row or wherever there be people that really need the money. You might as well just every month go there and say, here you go $2,333.33, and just divvy it out amongst the people that need it. You might as well do it, because that's what you're doing here. You might as well go get in your car and drive down a highway and just toss the money out and just let the money fly all in the road, because that's what you're doing. You might as well go at the top of a building, right? You'll just go to the top of a building and get a duffel bag and just throw the money out. Just throw the money off the top of the building, because that's what you're doing here. That's exactly what you're doing here when it comes to the interest, right? And out of the whole payment of $2,661.21, only $327.88 is actually going towards what you borrowed. Let's take a deeper look. Let's take an even deeper look. A deeper look is your interest is being front loaded. Your interest is being front loaded because banks know, right? Sorry. Your interest is being front loaded because banks know homeowners move out of their home or refinance their homes within 4 to 7 years. So again, they are focused on their risk. That's all the banks care about when they lend you out money. They just focus on their risk, right? They're not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves. They just constantly worry about how can we get our money back and then some. The only way they can get their money back is if they take it from you, right? Which is not fair. But you sit there and be a sucker for them. You sit there and listen to them. And you sit there and be a fool for them and sit there and just let them take your money, because you care about how low your interest rate is and how low your payment is, but you're really not getting deeper into the situation, right? And it's not your fault at the same time, because you're not educated on it. But I'm here to let you know, you're not broke. You're not poor. You're not broke. You're not poor. You're just being robbed. You're just being scammed. That's all. That's it. You're not broke. You're not poor. You're being scammed. Let's go. So they know, banks know the percentages of how long people stay in their homes. And they know how long it takes for people to refinance their homes. They know that already. And I got another video coming that's talking about, should you refinance or not? Look out for that. But to stay on cue right now, they know that already. They know between 4 to 7 years, either you're going to refinance or you are going to move out your home. If you was in COVID years, if you was in the COVID years, right? Interest rates was at 2%, 3%. There are still people right now that's locked into those rates, and they can't move. They can't move because they locked into those rates, because now interest rates are 7%, 8% right now, 6%, right? 6.25%, right? So that's where we at right now. So a lot of people would like to move, but they can't move because they are stuck in that 3% or that 2% or that 4% interest rate that they got during COVID when they purchased their home. But in this case, when it comes to the mortgage, right? The mortgage, regardless of if it's a 2%, 3%, 4%, you are being scammed. I don't care if it was a 1% interest. You still being scammed. You're still being scammed. Regardless, you're still being scammed. They are front loading you. They are front loading your interest. This is front load. That's what front load look like. That's what front load look like. More money to the banks, less money to your debt. That's front loading. The bank making sure they get all their money first. The bank making sure they get all their money first, and then you come last. That's why I take 30 years for you to pay off your home. The next bulletin point is banks hope you fail to pay the mortgage. Their odds are against you. Now, I'm just stating the truth, what they really doing. I just have the guts, right? I just have the guts to say it. I'm fearless. I'm not scared to say what they're really doing to you. I just have the guts to say it. And the thing is banks do hope you fail to pay the mortgage, and the odds are against you. When they sign you up to a loan, first thing they're doing is laughing at you, and then on top of that, they betting against you. They like, man, I hope they don't pay this month. I really hope they don't pay this month. But they're gonna call, right? When you don't pay your payment, they're gonna call, act like they're concerned because that's what they're trained to do. But in actuality, they don't care. They hope you don't pay it. Why, Nikhil? Why they hope you don't pay your mortgage? Because they can repossess the home. So now they get the interest payments, they get the money, they get the down payment, they get all of that, and plus they get the home. Now they own the home. Now they own the home. So they killing like 2 or 3 birds with one stone. So they hope you don't pay the mortgage payment. They hope you don't, because now they get the car and the money. Now you lose, right? You lose double time. Why you lose double time? Because you lost your car and you done paid all that money. And you ain't even paid no money towards the debt of the home for real. You paid the interest payment to them. So if they get the car back, they don't really care, because most of the payments that you was making, the interest payments that you was making, it was going in their pocket anyways. So they minimized their loss by taking the home for collateral. That minimized the loss. So now that loss that was minimized is gained now for them. Okay, wake up. I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching you something. Stop thinking that these banks on your side. They're not on your side. They're not your friends. They don't really even care about you for real. So lock in. Lock in. So they take the repossession of the home and they take the money. And guess what? You do. You lose the home and lose the money. All that money that you paid in payments went in vain when you go into foreclosure. It went in vain. The banks take the home. They got the interest payments, because you're truly not going to get to you're truly not going to get to you're not going to truly win until you hit year 20 in this case. That's why I put a star right there, because after year 20, right, that's when you start to see improvement. But by that time, the banks got their money. They don't care what happened. By after year 20, they don't care what happened. You can foreclose in year 10. They still don't care, because that whole time, those 20 years, all them payments, most of the bulk of the payment of the mortgage payment was going in their pockets. After year 20, that's when the bulk of the payments goes towards the principal of the home. And a little bit goes to interest, which is the bank's pocket. But by that time, they don't care. They already got their money, already doubled their money. They basically done already doubled their money by that time, right? So they like, okay, after 20 years, whatever happens, happens. But we done already doubled our money. They okay. You done paid for an extra home, and you paid for your home. So banks hope you don't. They really hope you don't pay your payment. They lock you in. It's an amortized loan. Your equity in your home is not liquid in a loan. In a mortgage loan, your equity is not liquid. You can't touch it. In order for you to touch it, you have to refinance it. And when you refinance it, you're resetting the loan. Now you got to do another 30 years. I'm telling you, it's a deep game with this mortgage loan. It's a deep, deep game. And you don't want to really truly get into it. And so let's take another deeper look, right? Let's take another deeper look into these payments, into this money. Let's look at this money for real. Let's look at what they're doing to you. In 1 year of mortgage payments, you're paying $31,934.52. Now, let's look at how they split it up. Let's really take a look on how they split the payments up in a whole year, a calendar year, excuse me. For 1 year of mortgage payments, $27,702.43 went to the bank's pocket. That went to the bank's pocket. And $4,232.09 went towards principal, actually went towards the home, the debt of the home. So you telling me in 12 months, only $4,232.09 went towards my $400,000 house? Come on. That's highway robbery. Come on. And the rest went to the bank's pocket in 1 calendar year. In 12 months, you gave the banks $27,000, pretty much $27,000, $28,000 in interest, in interest payments. So out of this $31,934.52, $27,702.43 went in the bank pocket. The rest went towards $400,000 in 1 year. You telling me only $4,000 in 1 year? This go from, you basically got to do $400,000 minus $4,232.09, and that's it. That's all that happened for a year. All that money you was paying $2,600 a month, and only $4,000 went to the house. Only $4,000. That's a scam. Wake up. A HELOC doesn't do that. A HELOC doesn't do this. This is just complete highway robbery, right? This is what a loan does. For all you people that have said, oh, loans are better, mortgage loans are good as long as the interest rate is low, blah, 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 blah. You're wrong. You're wrong. That is not the case. That is not the case. So basically, you telling me it's okay for the banks to take $27,702.43 to just take it. You might well just take that money for the year and just throw it out the window. and put the 4,000 towards the house. Come on. We want to flip that. We would like to flip that. Let's make it the other way. But again, this is why amortized schedule loans, mortgage loans are not good. That's case in point. I'm just here to let you know this is why an amortized schedule is not good. It's not good for the consumer. It's not good for the person that's taking on this home or this debt. It's not good for that person. So we have to constantly wake up and educate ourselves and take control of our life, take control of our destiny, because this is going to continue to happen. It's people right now fighting and clawing and scratching their way, still trying to get a loan, when a loan, only thing a loan going to do is get them deeper into debt, take up more of their time, and take up more of their money. This is what this situation is doing, right? So the whole time you're thinking that you got a 7% interest, the whole time you got 140% interest. The whole time. If you hear and you got COVID around COVID years and you got a mortgage at 3%, right? You're not paying 3%. You're paying 60% interest, buddy. Miss Woman, Mr. Man, you're paying 60% interest. If you got a 4%, you're paying 80. If you got 2%, you're paying 40. You're not paying what you think you're paying. So I need my women and I need my men to wake up and know what's going on with your finances. Educate yourselves, right? Dedicate your life to your finances. I can't do this for you. I'm just your local mailman here to send you a message. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Don't beat me up. I'm innocent. I'm just delivering a message to you to let you know this is what's going on with you. This is what they're doing to you. You're a sucker to them. You're a blow pop. You easy work. As the new generation to say, you easy work. You easy. They can pull up and throw 5-6% in your face, 30 years. You see your payment. Oh, payment is low. I'm good. And you go on about your business. Blow pop. You're a sucker. That's how they look at you. That's how the banks are looking at you. I don't look at you that way. I don't look at you that way. I have enough respect for you to get on this content, create this content for people like you. I'm creating content for people like you that need to know this stuff. Right? I enjoy making this content for you guys. Because I love when people challenge me and I have to get up on this board and prove to them why a mortgage loan doesn't beat a HELOC. A HELOC beat a mortgage loan. And if any financial advisor that work at a bank, if any bank teller that work at a bank that want to challenge me, All I'm going to tell you is show me the numbers. Show me your numbers where a loan beats a HELOC. Show me where your numbers of a loan beats a line of credit, period. Any revolving line of credit, show me. I challenge any financial advisor, bank teller, financial guru around the whole world, in America, whatever. Show me the numbers. No magic, just numbers. Show me. I challenge it. I'm standing on business that hard, that tough. I'm standing on business to let you guys know that a mortgage is not the way to go. Right? So look at this video, take a deep dive, download the Cars Mortgage Calculator or download any other mortgage calculator to see What I'm saying is not a lie. Do the numbers yourself. Put them in. That's all that I have for you right now. And stay tuned. Be on the lookout for the next videos. And have a blessed day.